My soul proclaims the greatness of the Lord. My spirit rejoices in God, my Savior. For God has looked with favor on his lowly servant. From this day, all generations will call me blessed. The Almighty has done great things for me, and holy is his name. He has mercy on those who fear him in every generation. He has come to the help of his servant Israel, and he will remember his promise of mercy, the promise he made to our fathers, to Abraham and his children forever. It's strange how after all these years, those words come back to me as if I had written them down and memorized them. When the reality was, when Elizabeth spoke to me, those words just tumbled out of my mouth as if I had planned them. And in all honesty, I don't know where they came from. They came somewhere from the depth of my very being, but I wasn't sure why. Let's be honest. I wasn't much more than a child in many ways. And an angel comes and tells me that I'm going to bear a child from God. And not just from God, but is God's own. I had no idea. I had no idea what this angel had in mind or where it was taking me. How was I going to explain to my parents that I'm not even married to Joseph yet, and I'm pregnant? And how am I going to explain that to Joseph? I guess a piece of me almost felt like I had to run. And when the angel said that my cousin Elizabeth was pregnant in her old age, I thought, this is where I need to go. And when I got there and saw her and she saw me, she just literally poured out her feelings of, oh my gosh, something special has happened to you. Something none of us had expected and yet have waited for forever. And I wasn't sure what it was all going to mean. But I know that in that moment, those words just felt like they needed to be said. You see, we, the people of Israel, had waited for the Messiah for so long. And now God chose this most bizarre way to bring the Messiah to us. We thought the Messiah would just come as a great soldier charging in on a white stallion. But instead, God chose to bring the Messiah into the world just like one of us. Human, born of woman, born to feel joys and sorrows, excitement, delight, pain and torture. Born to love others, born to feel their hatred. Not only was that moment more than I can ever express, but to watch Jesus grow and to see the love that poured out of him for everyone he met. Even when he was playing with the other kids, if someone was somehow left out, he found a way to include them. If someone was being picked on, he found a way to let them know they were heard and seen and loved. And I guess in those words that I poured out to Elizabeth, what I really recognized over the years as I remembered them is that God's reason for coming into the world as a helpless baby was that so all of us would know that God understood the pains, the sorrows, the joys, the delights, everything in life that we all go through. And if anything that Jesus taught me and all those around us, it was that loving others was the greatest thing we could do. And when I think back on those words that I shared with Elizabeth and our 3 months together and feeling that excitement for her baby's birth as she waited in her old age for that, and for my fears and excitement and frightedness and everything all at once, and we shared that together. We shared a common bond, not only of would-be mothers, but a love that held us together. And she sent me home not to be afraid. And she was right. For Joseph took me to be his wife. My parents continued to love me. And the greatest gift of all, not just to me as a mother, but to the whole world, was this little boy that I would bear, and the love that he taught to us, and the love that he gave for all of us, and continues to do so. And even now in my achy days, in my old age, I will remember those words and pray that my soul will continue to magnify our loving, gracious God who gives us the gift of life and love every day. I hope you will not only remember the words, but the reason for the love that came down. And my soul will continue to magnify the Lord.